Okay, I want to continue this theme of the offspring of Abraham or the children of God. And I'm reading from Romans 4, verse 13. It says, "It was not through the law that Abraham and his offspring received the promise that he would be heir of the world, but through the righteousness that comes by faith. For if those who live by law are heirs, faith has no value, and the promise is worthless, because law brings wrath. And where there is no law, there is no transgression." So where there is no law, there is no transgression. Therefore, the promise comes by faith, so that it may be by grace, and may be guaranteed to all Abraham's offspring, not only to those who are of the law, but also to those who are of faith of Abraham. He is the father of us all. As it is written, "I have made you the father of many nations." He is our Father in the sight of God, in whom we believed, the God who gives life to the dead and calls things that are not as though they were. Which is what, what Jesus Christ did. It's like creation. God called things out of nothing into being. And he created animals and created man, of course, from the dust of the earth. But in the work of Jesus Christ, he declares that we're righteous, even though we're not. And he calls things that are not as though they were, so that because he said it, it is so. Anyways, the point is that we are the offspring of Abraham, the children of Israel, the seed of Abraham, and therefore any prophecy, any reference to prophecy, is about the children of God all through history, being the literal Israel in the Old Testament and the spiritual Israel in the New Testament. And all in the Old Testament and the New Testament are a part of the body of Christ and are represented by Christ. Again, the Old Testament, or the Israelites, a literal Israel, we're looking forward to the Messiah by faith. We're looking back at what Jesus Christ did by faith. And as the church moves through time, that is the object of prophecy, not Israel, the nation, today, because Israel, the nation today, is not the object of prophecy. It's the Israel that Paul describes in Galatians 6:16, the Israel of God, which is the seed of Abraham. That's the Israel that God is concerned with. So, looking forward, it was literal Israel. Looking back is spiritual Israel, the church, that God is concerned about in prophecy. And this is true in the book of Revelation as well, where it mentions the 12 tribes of Israel. That's not the literal 12 tribes of Israel. That's the spiritual description of Israel. And we'll talk about that in one of my next videos. Thanks.